Hey guys, good morning. Yes, can you hear me? Hello. Yes, guys, good morning. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir. Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, yeah,
Can hear
please.
you.
I hope everyone able to hear me. Fine. So let us start session. Yes, previous class just introduction discussed. Okay, previous class just introduction about myself, introduction about course, next about course contents, all that complete overview discussed. So previous class complete overview discussed. Yes, today we'll start actual topic. Today we'll be starting actual topic. So let us start actual topic. Okay. Yes, 1 second. One second. Just a minute. Yes, someone struggling to join. Yes. So let us start. So Java. Yes. So first of all, what is Java? First point, what is Java? So first of all, what is Java? Simple answer. Everyone says that Java is a object-oriented programming language. So what is Java? What is Java? Simple answer. It's an object-oriented programming language. Okay. Yes. So Java is an object. Simple answer. What is Java? Answer is Java is an object-oriented. Java is an object-oriented. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Programming language. Programming language. Okay. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Simple answer. Okay. So what is Java means? Simple answer. It's an object-oriented programming language. 1 second. 1 second. See if anyone unable to, yes, still someone is struggling. Yes, if anyone unable to hear me, yes, hear me. Please rejoin the session. Please rejoin the session. Just rejoin. Rejoin the session. Just rejoin the session. If anyone unable to hear me, if anyone unable to hear me, please rejoin the session. Simple solution. Rejoining. Rejoining is a simple solution. If anyone unable to hear me, please rejoin the session. Just rejoin the session. Just rejoin. Okay. So Java, what is Java? So we'll start actual topic today. So yesterday all that complete overview discussed. Today we'll be starting actual topic. So Java, what is Java? Simple answer. Anyone says that Java is an object-oriented programming language. Okay, let us see. Yes, when Java was released, what are the different versions of Java? Yes, actually Java contains what? Exactly what is Java? What does it contain? Let us see. So Java here it's a JDK. Okay. Yes, Java software it's a JDK software. Calling as JDK software. JDK means yes, Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Okay. Yes, first version of Java. It's a JDK 1.0. First version of Java here. JDK 1.0 is a first version. Yes, first version of Java. First version of Java. Okay, JDK 1.0. First version of Java released. Released JDK 1.0. First version of Java released in the year 1995. 1995. First version JDK 1.0 is a first version of Java. First version of Java released in the year 1995. So first version of Java released in the year 1995. Yes, 1995. Yes, I was in engineering. I was in engineering second year. Yes, engineering second year. Yes, I was in engineering second year, computer science, JNTU Hyderabad. Okay. Yes, JNTU main campus. I was in engineering second year. That time I was learning C language. Yes, we have the C language. Yes, in our course, that time there is no Java, nothing. Only C language is there. In software field, only C language. C language and database is there. That time C language and database is there. Only C language and database. Okay. I was in engineering second year. Just I was learning C language that time. Okay. Yes. So 1995. So JDK 1.0, first version of Java. So first version of JDK 1.0, first version of Java released in the year 1995. Okay. Yes, first version of Java released with some main features. First version of Java released with some main features. Okay. So JDK 1.0, JDK 1.0 released with main features. Main features. Released with main features as below. Okay. So JDK 1.0. JDK 1.0 released with main features as below. First one, yes, independent of platform, independent, yes, independent, yes, independent of platform, independent of platform, okay, independent of platform, okay, yes, independent of platform. First, yes, JDK 1.0, first version of Java, JDK 1.0, JDK 1.0 released with main features as below. So first one, independent of platform. First one is independent of platform. Okay. Second one, yes, portability. Portability here. Next one is portability here. First one is independent of platform. First one is independent of platform. First one is independent of platform. Second one, portability. Independent of platform. Next, second one, portability. Next, third one here. Yes, object oriented programming language. OOPS language. OOPS features here. Okay. Object oriented programming language. Next one, object-oriented programming language, OOPS language. Java is an OOPS language. Okay. So first one independent of platform, next one portability, next one OOPS language, next one OOPS language. Okay. Yes. Then yes, yes, scalability, scalability, scalability. So we'll discuss one by one. All of this is scalability, scalability. So next one is scalability. After scalability, next security, security. These are the main features of Java here. JDK 1.0. JDK 1.0 released. Yes, released with JDK 1.0 released with main features as well. They are the main features of Java here. JDK first version of Java released in the year 1995. First version of Java released in the year 1995. 1995. So first version of Java released with main features. Main features like this. Independent of platform. 1 second. So independent of platform, portability, yes, swoops language, yes, scalability and security. So these are the main features of Java. Okay, first version of Java, right? Yes, next JDK 1.1. JDK 1.1. Yes, released in year 1996. Yes, JDK 1.1 released in year 1996. 1996. Okay. Yes, in JDK 1.1, Java divided into three editions. JDK 1.1 divided into three editions. So from JDK 1.1, yes, divided into three editions. Okay, so divided. So this JDK 1.1 divided into three editions. Three editions. Three editions. Latest Java is having four editions. Latest Java, four editions. There are four editions in latest Java, but 1.1 only three editions. 1.1 three editions. So JDK 1.1 released in the year 1996. So this was divided. So divided into three editions. Three editions. First one here. Yes, Java standardization. Java standardization. Yes. Previously it was called as JTSE. Now it's calling as JSE, Java Standardization. Previously it was called as JTSE. Yes, Java Standardization, Java Standards, Java Standards, Standards Edition, Java Standardization, Java Standardization here. Okay. So JTSE, Java Standardization. Okay. Yes, JTSE. Okay. So SE stands for standardization. SE stands for standardization, Java standardization. So JSE. Right, next. Second one, yes, JW. Yes, it's a J to SE, J to W, J to W, J to W here. Yes, Java Enterprise, Java Enterprise, Enterprise, Java Enterprise here, Java Enterprise, Java Enterprise, Java Enterprise Edition. So first one Standard Edition, second one Enterprise Edition, next one Enterprise Edition. Okay. Yes, next. Yes, JME. Yes, it's a mobile edition here. J2ME. J2ME, it's a mobile edition. Yes, Java. Yes, mobile edition here. Mobile edition. There are, yes, three editions of Java here. So JDK 1.1, JDK 1.1, Java divided into three editions here. Three editions. So standard edition, next enterprise edition, mobile edition. Yes, we'll discuss features of different editions. SC provides what? Yes, enterprise edition provides what? Mobile edition provides what? All the editions we'll discuss. All of these things. Okay. JDK 1.1, right? After JDK, yes, 1.2. Next version, JDK 1.3. Okay. Next version, JDK 1.4. See, version wise features we'll see next. Yes, after finishing your complete course, your final topic is version wise features. So this is not right time to discuss about version wise features. So once the course are finished, then easy to understand. Once the course are finished, you can understand very easily here. Okay. So JDK 1.1, JDK 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Next JDK 1.5. Yes, JDK 1.5. JDK next version. Yes, JDK 1.5. Yes, JDK 1.5. Yes, major changes were done in here. JDK 1.5 here. Yes, here major changes were happened here. Many new features were added here. Many new features. Okay, there are many changes in JDK 1.5. So JDK 1.5. This is called a tiger version. It's a tiger version. It's a tiger version. Yes, JDK 1.5. JDK 1.5. It's a tiger version. Yes, major changes. Major changes were done here. Major changes. Major changes. Yes, were done here. Major changes were done. So major changes. So many features were added here. Major changes. Yes, we'll discuss. In actual topic, what are the 1.5 features? What are the features added in 1.5? We'll discuss next. Okay. So JDK 1.5, it's a tiger version. Major changes were done here. Okay. So JDK 1.5, yes, released. Yes, released. Yes, released. Yes, released. released in the year 2004. 2004. Okay. Yes, with JDK 1.5 features here. Yes, finally Java got the success. With JDK 1.5, finally Java got the success. So Java got the most popular. Yes, Java has become popular with JDK 1.5. So finally Java got the success with JDK 1.5. So 2004. So by the year 2004, Java got lot of popularity. That reasons also I'll explain. Why Java got this much of popularity here? Why Java has this much of popularity? That reasons also will be discussing. I'll explain. Yes, it's like I know that what was happening in Java here from the beginning to today. What was happening in Java? Yes, I know that. Yes, how Java market was improved here. Okay, how yes, gradually increasing here. Okay, yes, almost it was taken for 10 years, right? 1995 released. 1995 released here. Finally got the success by the year 2004. Means almost it was taken for 10 years. It was taken for 10 years. Okay. Yes, even for also, suppose you are in software field to become expert, it will take almost 10 years. For you guys also to become expert and reaching to some architect stage, reaching to architect. Yes, for you guys also minimum 10 years required. Okay, same. Okay, so Java got the success finally. Yes, in 2004. So almost it was taken for 10 years. Okay, JDK 1.5. Okay, yes, after yes, in JDK 1.5, yes, one more edition added. So one more edition. So one more edition added to yes, JDK added to JDK 1.5. Okay, so one more edition added to JDK 1.5. Yes, one more edition called as Java FX, JFX, Java FX. Yes, Java. Yes, Java FX, Java FX, Java FX, Java FX. Okay, Java FX. So Java FX, right? Java JFX. This is Java FX. This is Java FX. Okay. So finally here, see finally, yes, JDK divided into four editions. Divided into four editions. So there are four editions in Java here. So finally JDK divided into four editions. Four editions. Four editions. Finally JDK divided into four editions. Totally four editions here. Four editions. See, these are three editions. Okay, next fourth edition. It's the FX. Java FX. Java FX here. So Java, yes, JFX. Yes, don't get JTFX. Previously called as JTSC, J2W, JTME. Now this is calling it simply JFX only here. Java FX. Okay. So this is Java. Yes, Java FX here. Yes, Java FX. Java FX here. FX means like visual effects. Yes, suppose in movies some visual effects, right? That visual kind of effects here. FX, Java FX here. So these are the four editions in Java. Finally, JDK, four editions. So there are four editions in Java. There are four editions. There are four editions. SE, Intervention, Mobilization, and FX. Totally four editions. Totally four editions in Java here. Totally four editions. Totally four editions. Okay, fine. Now, what is SE? What is W? What is ME? These things we'll discuss. Yes, today's topic is what are the contents of Java SE? What are the contents of Java intervention, mobilization effects? This topic we'll discuss. Complete Java. So what is exact Java? What does it contain? Complete Java. So complete Java. This is complete Java. Okay, that yes, each and every edition contains what here. So first one, yes, standardization. Standardization contains what? Yes, what are the features of standardization here? Standardization. Standardization. See, standardization contains first standardization. Yes, core part of Java. So first standardization is standardization, core part of Java. Core part of Java. Standardization, core part of Java. It's a core part of Java. Core part of Java. So what is core part of Java? Let us see. One second. Yes, core part of Java. Yes, exactly what is core part of Java? Core part of Java is different, your core Java is different. Your core Java syllabus is different, core part of Java is different. So what is core? Yes, core Java, core C language, core Python, core C++. Exactly what is core? Yes, anyone idea? What is core? Exactly what is core? Core means what? Anyone idea about it? What is core? Core C language, core C++. Yes, core C language, core C++, core Java. Yes, any idea? Okay, I'll tell you. Yes, I'm here to explain it. Just I'm asking your idea. That's it. Just I'm asking your idea. Just I'm here to explain everything here. Yes, Java standardization. Yes, here. So you can JDK divided into 4 editions. Okay, 1 second. See. So what is Java? What is Java? Okay. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Simple answer. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Simple answer. It's a JDK, Java Development Kit. Java Development Kit. JDK 1.0. First version of Java released in the year 1995. In the year 1995, a JDK 1.0 released with these features, main features as well here, like independent platform, portability, next groups language, next scalability, next security. They are the main features. 1.0. So next version 1.1 in the year 1996. So this 1.1 divided into 4 editions. 4 editions. So standard edition, Java standard edition, Java enterprise, Java mobile edition, JTSE, J2W, and JTME. Okay. Now we are calling us JSE, JW, JME. So previously it was called as JTSE, J2W, JTME. Okay, so you get 3 editions. Initially, Java divided to 3 editions. Later, JDK 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. These version-wise features we'll see next. After finishing your syllabus, final topic is version-wise features. Up to JDK 1.8, Java 8 and Java 9 features we'll discuss. Okay, so 1.5, it's a Tiger version. Major changes were done. JDK 1.5, major changes were done here. Many features were added. So this first released in the year 2004. Yes, JDK 1.4 released in the year 2004. Yes, here one more edition. See, one more edition. So one more edition added to JDK 1.5 called as Java FX. Java FX here. Java FX. So one more edition. See here already 3 editions here. 3 editions. There are 3 editions here. 3 editions. Now one more edition added to JDK 1.5 called as Java FX. Finally, finally here. Finally JDK. Finally JDK. Finally JDK divided into 4 editions. 4 editions. Java standard edition, Java enterprise edition, Java mobile edition, and Java FX. Totally, yes, 4 editions. Totally 4 editions. 4 editions. Now let us see what are the features of different editions here. Standard edition. So what does it contain? So this is complete Java. This is complete Java. The complete Java contains what? Yes, we'll see one by one here. So first, what is standard edition? Standard edition contains what? So what are the contents of standard edition here? Standard edition, Java standard edition. What does it contain? Let us see. First, core part of Java. What is core part? Core means what? Yes, core C language, core C++, core Python, core Java. So exactly what is core here? Core means it's a compiler part. Core means yes, it's a compiler part. Compiler part. It's a core means compiler part. So what is exactly compiler part? Yes, what is exactly compiler part? Compiler part means like data types. See, take data types. Okay, data type part of compiler. Like some data types. For example, let us say take C language here. Let us take C language, easy to understand. So what's a compiler part in C language? compiler part in C language. In C language, compiler parts. So compare data types like keywords like int keywords, float keywords, char keywords, some void keywords, some yes maybe some break keywords. Like these are keywords, right? Keywords are part of compiler. Keywords are part of compiler. Suppose in C language, if using some printf is it part of compiler? See, if using int keyword, compiler can identify the int keyword automatically here. Float, yes, keywords identified by the compiler automatically. Compiler can identify the keywords automatically because these are part of compiler only. Yes, when using printf here, compiler shows error message. Printf when using printf, compiler shows error message. So printf is not a part of compiler. Printf is a predefined function. Printf is a predefined function from yes standard IO data, right? Yes, is from the library file, right? So we should include that file. So printf is not a part of compiler. So compiler cannot identify this. Okay. Now these are part of keywords are part of compiler. Same in Java also. Same in Java. Suppose in Java using data types or some keywords, compiler can identify the keywords automatically. In Java, keyword, float keyword, char keyword, void keyword, break keyword. Yes, almost C language concepts were repeated in Java here. Okay, almost all. Yes, 99% C language concepts were repeated in Java. Okay, so Java compiler can identify all the keywords. Okay, suppose in Java, if I'm using some string, okay, string, it's a class, it's a keywords. Means this is not a part of compiler. String is a class from java.lang package from the Java library. Suppose if I'm using something like a file input stream, file input stream, open a file, file input stream, it shows error message. So file input stream should be imported. It's a class from the Java library here. It's not a part of compiler. String is not a part of compiler. File input stream is not a part of compiler. Next, system is not a part of system.out.println. System is not a part of compiler. All the classes from the Java library, all these are classes from Java library, not part of compiler. Okay, so this won't comes on the core parts. So core part of Java, it's a part of compiler here. Yes, it's a compiler part here. It's a compiler part. Data types like int, float, char, void, break, something like this. Some data types. Okay, so data types. Next, operators. Yes, operators also part of compiler. Operators like unary operators, like increment, decrement operators. Next, unary minus. Next, mathematical operators like plus, minus, multiplication, these things. Mathematical, relational, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Next, logical, and or not. Next, bitwise operators. All the operators are part of compiler. Next, control statements. Yes, control statements. Control statements also part of compiler. Okay. Yes, see here when using data types. Yes, nothing to import. That import is not necessary. Suppose using operators, nothing to import. Import is not necessary here. Okay. Control statements like if statements, while loop, do while loop, for loop. When using all these control statements, these things here, nothing to import. It's a part of compiler. Compiler can identify all these things automatically. Means is a part of compiler here. Okay. Next, apart from this syntax, language syntax. Okay. That language syntax, language syntax, language syntax, language syntax. Yes, that Java language syntax. All this comes under compare part. This is core part of Java. Core Java is different. Core part of Java. Core Java is different here. Core compile is different here. Okay. Core Java means actually core Java means it's a compiler part only, but you are not learning core Java. You learning SE actually. Your syllabus is SE. Your syllabus is SE. Simply core part means only compiler, but that is actually core Java. Core Java, core C language, core C++, core Python, core Java means the compiler parts, only compiler parts. Okay, but your course is not core part of compiler here. It's a standardization. Yes, complete SC. Yes, you are going to learn here our course. Okay. Yes. So this is next. After that, yes, oops, features implementation. So first core part of Java here. After that, next oops features implementation. Oops features. Yes, oops features. Okay. So oops features implementation. Yes, oops features implementation here. Implementation. Yes, implementation of oops features. So what are the oops features here in this? Like yes, encapsulation. Implementation of oops features. Encapsulation. Yes, encapsulation. Okay. Yes, next data abstraction. Yes, data abstraction. Data abstraction. Data abstraction. Yes, next. Yes, yes, implementing encapsulation, data abstraction, here. Yes, next. Yes, method overloading concepts. Method overloading, it's a part of oops. Okay. Yes, next. Static, static, static access modifier. So next is static access modifier here. Okay. Yes, next. Yes, using this keyword, next this reference, using this reference. Yes, all this part of hoops can this reference a part of hoops. This reference, next constructors, next constructors. Yes, hoops implementation here, constructors. Yes, implementing constructors. Next constructor overloading. Yes, constructor. Yes, all these our syllabus simply here. Constructor overloading. Next is constructor overloading. Okay. Yes, after that, next inheritance. Next inheritance. Inheritance. Okay, these are all the OOPS implementations here. Encapsulation, yes, data abstraction, method overloading, yes, static access modifier, this reference, constructors, constructor overloading. Next, inheritance. Yes, after inheritance here, yes, access, yes, specifiers, access specifiers, like private, like public, is protected, private and default. There are some access pairs. Access pairs. Next, access modifiers. Next, access modifiers. Access modifiers. Here there are 7 types of access modifiers, like abstract, final, next synchronize, transient, volatile, native, static. There are 7 types of access modifiers, implementing all the access modifiers. Okay, after access modifiers. So next one here, yes, abstract classes. Yes, abstract classes. Abstract classes concept here. Abstract classes. So next one is interfaces. Interfaces. Next one interfaces. After that, polymorphism. Polymorphism. Next is polymorphism. Yes, polymorphism. These all the OOPS features. OOPS implementation. All these are OOPS concept features. These implementing in Java. Yeah, these things implementing in Java. Okay. So second one. Next third one. Okay. After this. So first core part. Okay. Next OOPS features. Okay. Yes. Next. These all are comes on SE standardization. All are comes on standardization. Okay. Next. Yes. String class. How to string class. Yes. How to handle strings in Java. String is a class to handle strings in Java. There are string operations, many string operations like copying strings, comparison of strings, concatenation of strings, like this many operations. Okay, string, next string buffer, next string buffer, yes, next string builder, string builder, string builder, yes, next string tokenizer, string tokenizer, string tokenizer. So these concepts comes under SE. Okay, yes, next. After finishing this, next object wrapper classes concept. Object wrapper classes. Okay, object wrapper classes. Yes, for data conversion, like somewhat like a typecasting, like upcasting and downcasting, parent to child conversion, child to parent conversion. Object wrapper classes. Okay, object wrapper classes. After that, object wrapper classes. Next, exceptional handling. Next is exceptional handling. Yes, all this is part of SE. Yes, they are SE features. We are discussing about SE contents. SE contents, core part of Java. Yes, OOPS features implementation here. OOPS comes under SE only. Next, string buffer, string builder, string tokenizer. Okay, next, object wrapper classes. Okay, next, exception handling. So exception handling means sometimes application will be terminating abnormally. Abnormal terminations. Handling abnormal termination, suddenly stopping application, it's exception. Abnormal termination, exception. So exception handling also comes under OOPS concept. Just using something like try, catch, through keywords, using that handling exception here. Exception handling. Okay. Yes, after that collections. Next, collection components. Collection components. Yes, collection components. Collection components like list components. Nothing but it's a data structures. Collections means like a data structures. Java data structures. Yes, in every language data structures are there. In C language data structures, C language data structures like single linked list, double linked list, stacks, queues, and trees. Same concept in C++. Java also same data structures. Java data structures like list components, next queue components. Okay. Yes, next map components, and then set components. There are different types of collection components. Depends on data. We can use different components. Depends on data. Data like structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Depends on data. We can use different kind of collection components. Depends on data plus depends on requirement also. Okay, depends on data, depends on requirements. We can use different kind of collection components. Okay, yes, that depends on your application developments. Depends on your application. Depends on application using different kind of components. Okay. Yes. Next, collection component. Yes. After this, IO streams. IO streams concept is nothing but a file handling here. Yes, it's a file handling concept here. File handling. Yes, file handling. It's a file handling concept. IO streams. It's a file handling here. Like different types of files, like text files, CSV files, CSV files, next Excel files, yes, maybe XML files, next JSON files, different types of files here. Okay, so how to handle different areas, we'll be discussing everything. In your syllabus, I'll be explaining all of the files. Okay, yes, IO streams. Okay, after IO streams here, yes, next, after IO streams, next, so file handling, after that, yes, Java networking concepts here. Java networking. Before that, we have one more serialization, and deserialization concept. Serialization, and deserialization. Deserialization means object convert into byte formats, object format to byte format, byte format objects format. Serialization concept. Why this is? Suppose I employ information in the form of objects. That object, yes, has to write to file. Object writing to the file. So serialization, deserialization requires. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Wait. Post duration and all this I'll explain after finishing at the end. At the end, I'll tell you. At the end, I'll tell you. Okay. Yes. Next, serialization, deserialization. Yes. After that, next, networking concept here. Networking. In networking here, TCP and UDP applications. TCP and UDP here. TCP. It's a one-to-one application, one-to-one communication here, like a chatting application. Yes, we'll be discussing one chatting application. Yes, I'll explain how to do a WhatsApp kind of chatting application. In WhatsApp, we are chatting, right? So how to develop that kind of applications we'll discuss. I'll explain. Okay. Yes. Next, UDP here. This is one to many. So one to many, it's a broadcasting, right? It's a broadcasting. One to many. So one to many broadcasting. This kind of applications. Okay. Yes. Next one is multi-threading. So next is multi-threading. So multi-threading is also part of SE standardization here. Multi-threading also part of this. Yes, here multi-threading. Suppose application is multi-thread application that gives a more performance. See, application dividing into multiple parts and running parallelly. Simply your application or your program, just a program dividing into multiple parts, all parts running parallelly. It's a multi-threading that gives a more performance. If it is parallelly running, that gives a more performance. Yes, in the actual topic we'll discuss. Okay, multi-threading. Yes. So let's next. Yes, JDBC. Yes, Java database connectivity. Java database connectivity. Java database connect JDBC. JDBC is a part of standardization here. JDBC Java database connectivity. Support data in the database. How to read? Suppose employees information, employee table. So connect to database and read from EMP table. So for this JDBC, JDBC is the way. Okay, this also comes on as SE standardization. Okay, next AWT. Yes, abstract. Yes, abstract. Yes, windowing. Abstract windowing toolkit. Abstract windowing toolkit. Okay. Yes, AWT, this is outdated. Yes, long back only outdated here. Don't learn this, not necessary here. Outdated concepts here. Okay. Yes, almost 15 years ago. Yes, in 2005 itself, outdated. In place of AWT, now we have the Spring components. Spring framework is there. Okay. Yes, very long back outdated. No one will ask you. Yes, in interest, no one will ask you AWT. Suppose anyone asking AWT means that guy very old guy, maybe outdated person, may not be updated. In place of AWT nowadays where the Spring framework is there. Spring framework is there. Okay, wasting of learning AWT. No one asking for AWT. Okay, just don't worry about AWT. It's not necessary here. Okay. Yes, it's a part of SE. In SE at the time of release here, SE released with AWT. Okay. Next applets. One more applets. Yes, applets. Yeah, these are also outdated. Not required. Applets also outdated. No one using this also. Okay. See, after solids came to the yes picture. After solids adding to Java, applets were outdated. Okay. See, AWT was outdated in the year around the year 2005. Yes, applets were outdated around the year 2000 only. Yes, around 2000 itself outdated. Okay, so here AWT outdated in the year yes 2005. Yes, updates for outdated in the year yes 2000 year only. Yes, don't learn these two are not necessary. In SC these are there but don't not required here. Okay, yes, applets in place of applets is a solids concept here. Solids were introduced in place of applets. Solids were introduced here. In place of AWT here, yes, in place of AWT, Spring framework was introduced here. Spring. Okay. Yes, after Spring came to the picture, yes, AWT was outdated. No one using. Okay, this is complete SE. This is complete SE. This is complete SE. See our syllabus. Our syllabus is standardization is core part of Java covering, oops features covering. Next is third. Next wrapper classes. This one. IOSTM, serialization, deserialization, networking, multi-threading. Yes, up to this is our syllabus. Okay. JDBC is advanced Java. Is separate code. JDBC, Solids and JSP separate course. JDBC, Solids and JSP that separate. That is 2 months course again. The different course. Okay, our syllabus is this. Yes, up to multi-threading. Apart from this, Java 8 features, Java 8 and 9 features will be discussing here. Java 8 and 9 features. Java 8 and 9 features will be discussing. Okay, this is complete syllabus. Okay, so this is complete syllabus. SE. So you learning SE. Okay, not core Java. Core Java means just only core part of compiler. Just your syllabus is SE syllabus, complete SE. You learning complete SE. See, I'm not covering AWT and applets because outdated. No one using. 15 years ago outdated. This applets almost yes 20 years ago. AWT 15 years ago, it was outdated. 17 years almost outdated. No one using, no one last year. So wasting of learning this is. Okay. Suppose really if you want learning here, you can learn no issue here. But you take 1 month extra time. 1 month extra required. So not necessary. Go for Spring Framework. In place of learning AWT, just better go for Spring Framework. You're getting job immediately. Spring Framework. Okay. Yes. So this is your syllabus up to this multi-threading. Yes, including 8 and 9 features. Okay. Yes. Here for this to cover the syllabus here, total duration 75 days. Taken for 75 days. 75 days. Yes. Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday classes. Okay. It's the time. Yes. 9:30 to 10:45. 10:45 AM IST. This is time here. So 75 days, totally 75 days, Monday to Saturday, 9:30 to 10:45 here. Daily recordings. Now it's recording session. Your session is recording. So daily recordings provided. Daily recordings. Recordings provided. Will provide it. These are recordings also will provided. Yes, you can watch any number of times. No limit. You can watch any number of times here. No issue with that. Suppose still if you want to attend one more batch, yes, you can attend, no problem. Yes, I will allow for next batch also, no problem. Okay. Yes. So these are about SE. This is about SE here. SE. Next, what is enterprisation? Let us see about enterprisation here. So what is enterprisation here? Enterprisation. Okay. Enterprisation. Enterprisation. See, Java is very strong in this SE and enterprisation. When come to mobilization and effects, Java is somewhat poor. So Java is using this area here. Mobilization, Android is the good. Because for mobilization, Android is recommended. Android is the best one. Mobilization, Android is the best one here. Okay. This area, Java is poor. This area, Java and Python both are very poor. Python also mobile application you can learn, but very poor. Python and Java very poor. Next, visual effects. This also very poor. Java, Python very poor this area. Okay. Next, when come to enterprise applications here, Java is very strong. Yes, having many number of features. Okay. Python is poor in this area. In enterprise application development, Python is poor. Python is suitable for only for server-side data processing, like a scripting language, like a Linux shell scripting, Python scripting, server sides. Okay. Yes, server side programming, server side data processing, and web applications. Python is fit for only for web applications, not for enterprise application. See, enterprise application, web application. Web application is small application handling less number of transactions. Yes, enterprise application, large scale transactions. Okay, large number of transactions here. Web application, for example, Durga website is a web application, simple web application, less number of transactions. Facebook, it's an enterprise application, handling very huge number of transactions, like Facebook, Flipkart, Amazon online services, banking applications, telecom domain, all this area. These are enterprise applications, handling huge number of transactions here. Okay. Yes, web applications are very small applications like Durga websites, our company websites. These websites are web applications, simple web applications here. Python is fit only for web applications, not for enterprise applications. Java, anywhere. Web application, Python application, anyone can be developed here. Okay. So now let us go for standardization here. So what are the standardization features here? Standardization features. Standardization. Okay, 1 second. Someone asking some doubts. No, 8 AM already some batch is going on. Yes, if you want to join, you can join. Just only 10 days before only that batch was started. 8 AM batch. 8 AM batch 10 days before only started. See, every Monday I'm starting Java batches. Because that much of demand is there from the students. My batches. Okay. Yes, every week I'm starting batch here. So 8 AM already just 10 days, just only 10, I think 7 or 8 classes were finished. Okay. Yes, you can come to that batch. Okay. Just to first 4 to 5 days, just to attend 2 batches parallelly here. Next, after 1 week, you can continue with that 8 AM batch. Now 8 AM batch today top. Yeah, tell me. 1 second, 1 second. ATM, this ATM as today topic. This Eclipse has not opened. Today topic just brush up for loops given. Yes, brush up given. And if and for loop file this brush up is going on for them. Just like C language brush ups. C language brush up is going on. Okay. For ATM batch. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me.
so when your data structure batch will gonna start?
Data sector, sir. Yes, not at
Yeah.
plan. I will inform. Yeah, I'll inform you
So,
definitely. Okay.
okay,
Within 1 week
because
or
I
10.
want to join that as well, like Java plus
Sure,
data
sure.
structure.
Yes, sure, sure, definitely. I will inform you. Okay,
Okay, sir.
100% I will inform.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. So interpretation. So what? See interpretation. Yes, it is a collection of. It's a collection of services, server side services, server side components. Yes, interpretation is completely server side programming. Interpretation is server side programming. Okay. Yes, it's a server side. It's a server side programming completely here. It's a server side services. Next, components, components and frameworks and frameworks and frameworks. Okay, server side services, components and frameworks. Okay, so what are the services, components and framework? Let us see. First one, servlets. Servlets comes on interpretation. Servlets is server side programming to handle server transaction like database transactions. Next, JSP, Java Server Pages. So this is for the presentation purpose, like generating some reports and all this. JSP is a combination of HTML, JavaScript, and Java. JSP is a combination of HTML, JavaScript, Java. Okay. Yes, JavaScript is different, Java is different. But JSP, yes, JSP contains JavaScript also. Okay. Yes, HTML, JavaScript, and Java. That is JSP here. Okay. Next, solids, JSP. Yes, next RMA, remote method invocation, but it's outdated. No one using. Next, EZB. This also outdated. No one using. RMA EZB. In place of these two, Hibernate came to the picture. Yes, Hibernate. In place of these two, Hibernate came to picture here. Okay. Yes, next Java Mail API. So one more Java Mail API. Java Mail API. So handling mails, emailing system in Java, handling email system in Java here. Java Mail API. Java Mail API. Emailing system in Java. How to handle emailing system in Java here? Java Mail API. Okay. Yes. Next one is JMS. JMS to handle text messages. See emails for the handling emails. This is Java Mail API here. Handling text message, your mobile text message. JMS, Java Messaging Service. JMS, Java Messaging Service. Java Messaging Service. Okay. Yes, in place of JMS, now in our office we are using Kafka. Kafka we are using. Kafka. Yes, by reason here, Kafka is efficient than JMS. Actually, Kafka is a tool developed for the Hadoop applications. Yes, I worked on a Hadoop. Yes, our Java team worked on Hadoop here. Yes, we worked on Kafka. So because of that reason, we are using Java applications also. For Java applications, we are using Kafka also. Kafka is a message broker. Message broker, sending message and receiving message. Sending message, receiving message. It's a message broker, Kafka. Okay, Kafka. Latest is Kafka. In place of JMS, latest is Kafka. Okay, latest is Kafka. Next, yes, log for Java, log4j. So these are the server side services and components. Next, what are the frameworks? Let us see Java frameworks. So what are the frameworks? Yes, all these comes on interpretation here. Java frameworks. So what are the Java frameworks? First one, yes, first framework is Struts framework. Struts framework. First one is Struts framework. Struts framework. Struts framework. Yeah, this was released in the year, yes, 2004 itself. Yes, 2004. Yes, not 2004, 2003. Yes, Struts framework came to the market in 2003. Struts framework. Yes, Struts framework. This is to handle. Yes, it's a MEC framework here. Model view controller web application. For the purpose of developing web applications, Struts framework was released that time here. Framework. What is framework? Now here doubt here. Framework. What is framework? Framework means ready-made one, ready to use. Framework means ready-made one, ready to use. Yes, if using framework here, yes, coding is very less. Need not write much coding. Simple to develop the applications using Struts framework here. Okay. Yes, it was released in the year 2003. 2003. Okay. Yes, framework means ready-made one. Yes, I'll tell you one example here. Yes, constructing bridges. Nowadays, constructing bridges. How they are constructing bridges here. See, very old days, first they used to lay some pillars first here on pillars, then on pillars the structure road, right? But nowadays, what is happening here? Just only pillars constructing here. On top of pillars, simply they are assembling some blocks. Ready-made blocks available. Nowadays, ready-made blocks available. Simply as they are assembling that ready-made blocks. So readily available. Suppose constructing entire bits means time taken, maybe taken for 1 year or 2 years, maybe 2 years taken here. But ready-made blocks, because of ready-made blocks, 6 months and 2 months, 1 month, within 1 month all they are finishing bridges. Okay, same thing here. Framework is advantage. Framework is ready-made one. Framework is ready-made one here. So you can need not write much coding here. So with the help of frameworks, we can finish the project within short time here. See, very old days, maybe project taking for 2 years and 3 years also. But nowadays, within 3 months, we are finishing projects. Yes, 3 months and just 3 months only we are finishing project. 3 months, 4 months, max 1 year, not more than that. Max 1 year, not more than here. Because of frameworks. See, recently we got one project. Actually, projects. Yes, 1 second. Yes, this project duration just only 9 months. Total duration is 9 months. Okay. Yes, including documentations, including analysis, yes, testing and everything. Total duration only 9 months. Max is 9 months. But here duration is 9 months. Duration is 9 months. But actually we have to finish within 6 months. Our deadline is only 6 months. So simply here, these are duration given for the client. Client duration is 9 months. But for us, deadline is only 6 months. In 6 months, you have to finish. Okay, 6 months only here. So for this, all we are in Spring framework. Just we are in Spring framework here. Yes, sir. So next Struts framework after Spring framework. Spring framework. Yes, Spring framework is somewhat advanced than Struts framework. Yes, in Struts framework, somewhat we should write some coding here. But when it comes to Spring framework, very less coding. Very less coding. Suppose, for example, here database connectivity. Suppose if you're writing Java programming, database connectivity minimum, yes, minimum 15 statements required. 15 statements to connect database. But using Spring, no statements, not required here. Nothing, no programming. Without programming, there's a predefined configuration file is available. Hibernate configuration file is available. Yes, once you provided your details here, that will connect database automatically. So no coding. Without writing any codes, we can connect database. Predefined framework is there. Just give the details of a database. Where is your database available? What's the IP address of database server? What's the server location? What's the database name here? What's the tape? Just give the names and of here. That will connect database and reading from database. Automatically, everything happen automatically. So no coding. So much coding reduced with Spring framework and Hibernate framework here. So Hibernate. Yes, Hibernate frameworks. Hibernate frameworks. Hibernate framework. Hibernate framework. Hibernate framework. Spring framework and Hibernate frameworks here. So here, Struts framework almost outdated. Almost this is the end. At the end. Yes, nowadays Spring and Hibernate we are using. Yes, even for our current project also, yes, we are using Spring and Hibernate. Okay. Yes, in these projects, yes, these are actually the requirements. Yes, we are recruiting resources. Yes, our Java team is very big team, 150 members team. Now still we are recruiting 50 more guys. Yes, seniors. Seniors almost recruitment is over. Okay, freshers after 2 months we are planning. May month, in the month, May mostly at the end of day, sorry, at the end of the May month, at the end of May month we are planning for freshers. Planning for freshers. Okay, why we are recruiting seniors here? As project is initial stage, they have to design the projects, they have to prepare one skeleton. For that purpose, seniors we are recruiting here. Yes, after 2 months, we are planning for freshers. Okay, so that time I'll inform you. That time I'll inform you guys. Okay, yes. After finishing your batch, just you give me your resume, I'll forward. Okay, so Hibernate framework. Yes, after this framework here, next Hadoop framework. Hadoop framework, this also. Yes, Hadoop framework also part of Java. So what is purpose of Hadoop framework? What is Hadoop framework here? See, here these frameworks are developing web applications. See, Structure framework is for web application. Spring and Hibernate is for the enterprise applications, means huge number of transactions. Spring framework is for the enterprise application. Application handles very large number of transactions. Enterprise application handling large number of transactions. Okay, Structure framework is only for web applications, simple web applications, less number of transactions. Next, Hadoop framework. So what is exactly Hadoop framework? Hadoop framework, yes, to store and process big data. Big data, big data like terabytes of data, petabytes of data. See, traditional database like Oracle database or MySQL database or maybe SQL database, there are different databases. These databases can store only GBs of data, 100 GB, 200 GB, max is 1 TB or 2 TB here, not more than that. Data more than terabytes of data, more than terabytes. That case, our traditional systems fails. In that case, Hadoop framework. So Hadoop framework is having some HDFC. Okay, yes, sorry, HDFS. Hadoop distributed file system. Hadoop distributed file system to store big data and map it is for data processing. Map, yes, map it is. Okay, map it is. Okay, yes, I have very good experience in Hadoop. 4 projects completed on Hadoop here. Okay, HDFS and MapRedis. HDFS for storage, MapRedis for data processing. Big data storage. Hadoop framework is to store and process big data. To store and process big data. Data storage, HDFS. Data processing, MapRedis. That's it. Okay. Next, one more framework. Spring framework. Spring framework. Spring framework. Next is Spring framework. Spring framework. Spring framework. Yes, this also for big data. But here data more than Hadoop range than Spring framework. Hadoop can handle terabytes of data. Support data, petabytes of data getting that case. Sorry, Spark framework, not Spring. Spark framework. Spark framework is for very huge amount of data, more than terabytes, maybe petabytes of data. Yes, zettabytes of data getting here. Petabytes of data is petabytes. Yes, Hadoop can handle terabytes of data up to that is. So data more than terabytes of data than Spark framework is a petabytes of data. Okay, see Spark framework. See Hadoop framework, top 10,000 companies using Hadoop framework. Yes, in industry here, top 10,000 companies reach to Hadoop framework level, terabytes of data level. Okay. Yes, next, top 100 companies using Spark framework, petabytes of data reached here. Spark, yes, for to handle very huge amount of data, like Facebook generating very huge amount of data. Facebook, they are using Spark also. Facebook, next, yes, WhatsApp, yes, this kind of application generating huge amount of data every day. Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, next Amazon online services, they are, yes, that application generating very huge amount of data. They are using Spark framework. Okay, these all are Java frameworks. The Java frameworks. Okay. Next
Sir,
one,
this TB and
yeah,
PB for what it stands for?
TB means terabytes. Terabytes of
Okay.
data. Terabytes. Terabytes of data. So this one handles like MB, GB, yes, TB, like petabytes of data. Okay, Spark framework. Yes, next one more advanced framework. Yes, more than petabytes of data getting the words already. Yes, one more framework, new framework in the market here, but not yet released here officially. Ignite framework. Ignite framework. Very advanced framework here. This is so. This is for exabytes of data and zettabytes of data handling. This is exabytes and zettabytes. Very huge amount of data. Yes, this may be releasing around the year 2025. Yes, maybe after 5 years. Chance is there. Yeah, there is a demand for the Ignite framework after 5 years. Okay, after 5 years, is demand here. Okay. Yes, recently just I started R&D and Ignite framework also. Maybe in future, maybe chance of using Ignite framework in our company here. So for that reason, started just R&D and Ignite framework. Okay. Like here, almost this framework is similar to Spark framework. If you know this Spark framework, then easy to work on this. Almost similar. Yes, I work with all the frameworks. Every framework I worked. That's my experience. Okay, Ignite framework. Next, one more here, Angular framework. One more framework, Angular framework. So this is lightweight component, lightweight framework here. See here, Spring framework and Angular framework. Both are similar kind of things, but Spring framework is to handle very huge number of transactions. Angular framework is less number of like web applications. Angular framework is fit for web applications. So when you're going for web application development, better go for Angular framework. Okay. Suppose enterprise application, better go for Spring framework here. That's it's lightweight. Yes, compared to Spring framework, lightweight. Angular framework is lightweight. Lightweight means performance is more. Angular framework is performance is more than Spring framework. But if application is small application, small number of transactions, that the Angular framework is fit. Suppose huge number of transactions, Angular framework fails. That case, Spring framework. Okay. So the different frameworks in Java here. This is complete interpretation here. Okay, this is about standardization and interpretation. Standardization, interpretation. Okay, here ME and FX. Yes, this for no one using this area. This area Java is very poor. This area Java is very poor here. Okay. Yes, our syllabus is Java standardization. Java standardization. This is yes, is around 75 days, Monday to Saturday, 9:30 to 10:45 a.m. IST. Okay. Yes, 9:30 to 10:45 a.m. IST here. Daily recordings will be provided. Okay. So this is our syllabus. Okay. So next tomorrow we'll start these features. What is independent of platform? Portability one by one we'll discuss. Tomorrow one by one discuss. Tomorrow we'll be finishing Java features. After that, we'll go to how to install Java, how to set up Java environment and Eclipse and all those things we'll discuss. Yeah. That's all for today. Any doubts? Yes, guys, any doubts? Yes, tomorrow we'll start Java features. We'll be discussing about how Java is independent platform, how it is portable, OOPS language. These features tomorrow will be continued. Right? Yeah. Same link tomorrow also same link. No change in link here. Till Saturday same link. No change in link. Right? Yeah. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys.